I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but hello and welcome to a marine biologist plays Subnautica 2 for the first time. I'm so excited. I know that all of you have been really excited for this, and even more exciting, the Unknown Worlds entertainment development team were able to send me a stream key before the release, so I'm able to get this video out to you in advance because I'm filming it in advance. So I played this episode by myself, no Twitch, it's just me exploring on my own, which means I get to be frightened all by myself. Oh no. Also, they sent me some goodies. If you haven't seen if you haven't seen the video where I unbox all of the goodies from Unknown Worlds / Altera, go check that out on my channel. But also, I am wearing the pin and the lanyard that says that I'm supposed to be here, that I'm an official pioneer. Very exciting. Very exciting. So if you're new to the channel and you've not seen me before, and this is your first time because you're interested in Subnautica 2, hi, I am Brooke Fitzwater. I got my PhD almost a year ago, and I am a marine biologist, but I also wear a lot of other hats. I'm like someone that does a lot of work in evolutionary ecology, for example. I have some papers that are already out or that are on the way as of filming this. And yeah, I've done research in many cool places. I've done marine biology research in Chile, Rapa Nui. My most recent research was done in Belize and the Florida Keys, and close to Tampa, Florida, which that paper is already published as of this recording. But yeah, hi, wonderful to see you all. I also love to play video games, and now I get to play video games that are related to marine biology, so that way I can share this with you all. So this is the early release, just to clarify. You're watching a version that is the early release. So if you watch this like a year into the future or 2 years into the future, you know that. Let's lay some ground rules here. With the early release, it means there might be some bugs or some issues. Please remember that developing a game is very difficult. It's a lot of work, and the game devs work really hard on this. And so they are people who develop games in general. So we should actually be nice to game devs because they're humans and you should be nice to humans. But they worked really hard on this. There are so many cool creatures that we've been able to kind of see already just from the promotional images and like the promotional trailers and such. I'm really excited to actually dive into this. And so we're playing this now in early access, and it might evolve over the course of time as they develop more or see how things work and don't work. And so in the future, it might even have like some of a different story or different features and such. So just know that's kind of the difference here. The other thing is that I'll clarify that I will often throughout this playthrough most likely be talking about how things that we see in Subnautica may or may not be true to real life. That doesn't mean that I'm like throwing any shade to the game devs or throwing any shade against Subnautica. I'm just talking about the realities of it. I can't help myself. But I always have to remember that there's, just like you, there are people behind the game that made this and worked really hard. But yeah, so that's kind of the spiel for all of this, so you kind of know what's going on. Don't forget to drink your water. I also, in anticipation of this, so somebody in my YouTube comments was like, hey, you should wear the lanyard and the pin when you're playing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. So here it is, I've already got it on. And then, okay, so I did my whole outfit based on Subnautica. I was just excited, okay? So I have my like blue nails. I don't know how well you can see them, but these are Earth to Gaia from Mooncat. I can't see because I can't see my little like video, but hopefully you can see that. And then I actually wore my contacts today. Oh my god. Because I wear glasses a lot when I'm gaming because Yeah, my eyes get tired really quickly, but I wanted to wear contacts today because this is special and I'm excited. But I was able to do my makeup. So I did the Subnautica colors, and then I like have little, like, I don't know if you can see them, little fish. I did little fishies. And I did like the Subnautica colors and everything. And then I'm wearing stars because we're in space. And I also have on my like fish earrings. So yeah, everything was done for this. I'm so excited. I think that's enough kind of chatting about this. I will also caveat with saying that like, I'm a human being, which is part of why I love doing these game streams, is that I can show you that I have interests outside of just being a scientist. And so I may not talk about marine biology the entire time because I also want to experience the game. Or I might like think of other things that I want to talk about that I enjoy, but I'm usually going to give you some kind of juicy facts or like my thoughts as somebody that has done marine biology research or ecology evolutionary biology research. But yeah, I'm so excited to start this. So let's actually start it. So we're gonna do single player today. Now you'll see that I have a continue playing. I didn't get very far. I only turned it on just to make sure that this sucker would run, okay? I had to make sure everything was running smoothly. I had to check the audio and all that kind of stuff. I didn't get very far. I did not spoil myself. Don't worry, all right? We're all gonna be fine. Everything is going to be just fine, okay? But yeah, I'm excited. There's a rabbit here. My bunny, Juniper, who you will probably see at some point, is shedding and it's everywhere. All right, who's ready to get scared? Me. We're gonna do survival. Let's do it. Hello? Oh, never mind. Also, the other thing is my play strategy is probably very different from yours. I have a very different play strategy, so just know that. But I'm excited. The flight to the desert world, Zazura, will last 14 years. It is a one-way trip. When you awaken, your new life begins. Ooh, I like this music. Ooh! Select Pioneer to print. Now, we saw additional options coming soon. We saw from the box that I received and all the promotional materials that you're saved digitally and then printed out, which freaks me out a lot. It's kind of like, did you all see Mickey 17? I love that movie. That was one of my favorite movies of 2025. My favorite movie of 2025 was far and away Sinners. But I would say that Mickey 17 is probably my second favorite. Superman was really, really good too. But I loved Mickey 17. Yeah, they print him out. So I guess maybe it's the same idea. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So I gotta pick my person. We got Triage, Felix, Stone, and Tether. I'm gonna go with Tether. I am a sucker for blue wetsuits. I have a blue one. We're gonna go with Tether. Customize? Oh, okay. Oh, so you could change the color of the suit. Oh. We're still going with Tether. Wait, is that all I can do for customization? I'm sure there will be more later.
Complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings.
Referring to a human as factory settings is alarming to me. But, you know, whatever. Are we really human? We're gonna find out.
Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan, 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
Okey-doke! Just throwing us in the deep end. Pressure tolerance. Highly pressurized air is destroying your lungs. Adaptation required. Alright, this is a great time for me to tell you straight on. I just have to do it. It's within me. You, as a human being, my bunny, an individual fish, cannot evolve. Does not happen. Natural selection acts upon you, upon Juniper, my rabbit, Ophia, my cat. Hopefully natural selection is not acting on them right now. But acts upon those, acts upon a fish. And then over time, there is a change in the allele frequency, is what we call it, in the population. A population is a group of individuals of the same species that can all interbreed with each other to produce viable offspring that can also have offspring. And so a population, a group, can evolve. You can't, okay? This looks more like maybe gene splicing, but that's specifically not my area, so I don't know a lot about that. But I just want to make that clear. I think that this is kind of a smart way for the like game to say, oh, like you can survive these ridiculous depths, or you can like, I don't know, survive some of the things that we were going through in the other Subnautica games. I think this is a smart way to get around it, particularly like if they could print you out, I guess they could like print you some new DNA or something. Maybe, I don't know. That's, again, not my area. Okay, so we got inventory. We got nothing. Us in the wetsuit. Blueprints, mild acid. Okay, great. Salvage titanium. We'll never escape. We'll never escape. Glass. Fiber. Grease. Oh, that's new. Rubber. No. Do we have grease? It's just a Lucifer. All right. They're not referring to Satan. Lucifer means light. And so you'll see it a lot when referring to like light organs and things, or like species that use light, they'll use the Lucifer part. I can't remember the name, but I'll probably remember, hopefully, to type it in here. But there's things that are named after Lucifer that have to do with light. Basic fins. Yep, those are basic. All right, now I gotta have more. This is nothing against game fins. This is just beef in general. So some people love the foot pocket fins where you like slip your like little booty into them and it's just like a pocket. I hate those. I like the ones that have the little like quick release, or some of them even have springs. Springs are my favorite. The springs are lit in the back of the fin, so you could just like pull it. Super great. They're way easier, but there are some that are clip, which are not as easy, but they're easier than the foot pocket in my case, in my opinion. Standard air tank. Air bladder, scanner. Yeah, you bet I want this. Hell yeah. Survival multi-tool. Water. Well, we still need water. Basic human need. Drink to avert death. Do not drink seawater. Good lord. I definitely wouldn't want to drink seawater on a planet I don't know anything about. Because in case you didn't know, seawater is filled to the brim with life. There's so many little tiny microscopic critters in there. You don't want to drink all that. Also, it's just like salty as heck. I've accidentally swallowed seawater and you don't feel well after. Consumables. We got basic first aid kit, thank God. Distraction flare, a thing that I barely use, but I think we're gonna need to use for the scary collector Leviathan that I know is coming up and it's gonna haunt this dude. I almost said a bad word out of me. But copper wire, we can never get away from it, and a basic battery. Ooh, Reaper Leviathan. Heck yeah. I love, what if I like, what if I put it next to my bed? And I just wake up and I'm like, oh! And there's a Reaper Leviathan just staring right at me. Lost River poster. Okay, we're taking way too long at looking at this stuff, but I'm gonna look at everything, dang it. Signal manager, nothing. Logs. Yes. Data bank. Ooh! Okay, let's look at the data bank. We gotta read everything. I wanna read it all, and then we'll actually get to the game. This is part of the game. Your contract. All right. I, the pawn, agree. 1, that I accept Altera Ames as my sponsor for resettlement out of the former Mongolian independent states. 2, that I will be transported as digital information aboard the colony ship Cicada to the planet Zazura, the New World, and fabricated on arrival. 3, that I will construct, improve, and operate a colony on the New World without wage or salary. I cannot read today, a thing that I say often, but like, oh my god. Working off my debt. Don't like that. That's... This literally just sounds like indentured servitude. 4, that I refuse holiday retirement or permanent death until the Noetic Advisor System, NOAA, determines that a permanent, self-sustaining human future on the New World is achieved. Cool, so it definitely sounds like this is a Mickey 17 situation where we, I guess if we die, like this makes sense, because like if you die, they're just gonna reprint you out. That makes sense. Same deal as Mickey 17. And then 5, that I release Altera Corporation from any liability for permanent death or military conscription by the Trans-System Federation if caused by the ongoing conflict with the Kara Xenosystem. So this is confusing / curious to me. So we know that Kara is the disease. And we know that Alan's, like the architects or the precursors, are involved in, like, Alan was part of what had the Kara escape. But I don't know what they mean by Kara Xenosystem. Very curious about that. Tools, AEP suit. Well, I don't think we're currently in that, but that's a fun looking suit. She's thick. AEP suit, operating instructions. Step into the AEP suit legs. Wiggle hips while drawing suit up to the shoulders. Like that. Then insert hands into the suit arms. It kind of reminds me of the Eva suit in Project Hail Mary, which I've been reading. PDA will automatically configure suit sensors and catheter. Oh god. Catheters. That's painful. According to your preference. My preference is to not have them. The background. The Altera All Environment Protection Suit, or AEP suit, Never Ape suit. Never Ape suit, is a second skin for pioneers, populated with the latest Trans-System Federation nanotechnology to guard against bacterial and fungal threats. Good, good. Can be refreshed with licensed yogurt products. What? Okay. Bonds with the user's body and implanted PDA to monitor vital signs, hydration, and calorie budget. Intuitive neural heads-up display. Gel layer protects against soft radiation and temperature. What's soft radiation? Full service skincare, including rash suppression, pinch clearance, and sore lavage. Lotions sold separately, of course they are. I wasn't expecting my suit to do my skincare. Alright. Scavenges dissolved gases from the pioneer's blood to prevent barotrauma. I see you. Alright, they said we don't want Brooke to complain about this anymore. Fine. Compresses body into ideal movement postures at some risk to user modesty. Compresses body into ideal movement postures at some risk to user modesty. Okay. And traps air to... I don't know what that means. Are they going to put me in provocative, strange positions? And traps air to maintain neutral buoyancy. Suit surface can express microtexture to reduce drag. This is real freaking thick to be going underwater, but okay. This looks more like a spacesuit, but whatever. Constant electrical and optical feedback optimizes biorhythms and helps manage health emergencies. It's funny that I still keep hearing like coughing in the background. I'm busy reading, don't die yet. The latest and most radical AEP designs include a suction pump on the wrist, which mates, interesting choice of words, with an implanted shunt in the pioneer's body to sample alien tissue. mates with an implanted shunt in the pioneer's body to sample alien tissues. I don't want to come in contact with the alien tissues. Okay. Please consult your onboarding waiver for the Advanced Resilient Colonist Holobiont Infrastructure Program, ARCHI, for technical details of adapting your body to alien worlds. All environment protection, the only starship you can wear. Challenge log, removed, get a thicker skin. Or change log. Removed, get a thicker skin slogan after legal challenges regarding implied emotional control. The AEP suit does not offer mental health services or workplace counseling. Good to know. Also, this makes me, so like, did Riley and Robin, why does everybody's name start with an R? They should have just made all of these characters' names start with R's too at that rate. So, were Riley and Robin printed out as well? Is this like further into the future? I don't know. PDA, operating instructions, attend to PDA voice or invoke full screen interface to read as you are doing now. Check PDA tab, wait. So how can I have it where it just reads it to me? We'll figure it out. Check all PDA tabs to ensure you understand their function. Background, the personal digital, well, we've already done that. Well, except that, we'll come there. Wait, I think we already did look at that. The personal digital assistant is a cybernetic augment to the customer's consciousness. What? It tracks and sorts the user's vital signs, possessions, information, and fabricator blueprints. The PDA holds the sum total of human knowledge in a compressed quartz archive. How? That's so much! Well, I remember Alan was asking us specifically, like, how do you maintain human knowledge over the generations, and there it is. It synthesizes this knowledge with scans you gather to generate databank entries on unknown species and phenomena. These databank entries can be the difference between life and death for you or for your entire colony. Remember the acronyms ABC, always be checking. BLR, be like Riley. I love that. If you're lost or confused, review your PDA. Remember that Riley Robinson's PDA and scanner brought him home safely in the face of unforeseen and catastrophic hazards. If a non-essential systems maintenance chief can trust this PDA, or trust this PDA that completely, so can you. That's a little concerning. All right, more text, and then we're going to actually get into it. PDA history. Although the acronym PDA dates back to pre-expansion Earth, historians generally agree these early devices were not true PDAs. They lacked a personality, and they were not an active agenic assistant. True PDAs became popular in the mid-21st century as a solution to the problem of information overload, both in high-risk professions and in the political and domestic sphere. Human affairs had become increasingly specialized and siloed, and it was no longer possible for individual specialists, let alone ordinary people, to reliably understand what needed to be done and why. PDAs are designed to guide the user's attention to the clearest, most pressing information in their environment. Civilian PDAs generally operate from discrete form factors, such as handheld units. Military and pioneer PDAs may be printed directly into the user's body. Although these integrated PDAs are more responsive and powerful, they come with various risks associated with direct nervous system contact. Oh God. Including the possibility that the PDA will register the user's delirium or hallucinations as a real phenomenon. Great. See your end user license agreement for more details. The term PDA psychosis is alarmist and inaccurate. Strong psychological attachments to a particular PDA personality are normal and expected. Speak to a therapist or an Altera companion if these attachments begin to interfere with your work and life. Remember that the emotional involvement with a machine designed to learn your preference is a form of narcissism. Okay. I don't know about that. While narcissism can be a successful business model, it can only lead or can also lead to many negative outcomes. PDAs save lives, whether catching errors in surgical checklists, flagging oversights in spacecraft maintenance, or simply remembering which ingredients you've already added to your child's special homemade birthday cake. PDAs are the frontline soldiers in the struggle to optimize humanity's intelligence and performance to match the voracious threats of deep space.
Reprint complete. You have experienced conditions incompatible with life. Your brain state has been restored to a new body.
Oh, I died.
Some colonists prefer to return to the accident site to retrieve lost items and verify their last print exited cleanly.
I guess it's been
Consult your
13
data
minutes.
for emotional and philosophical support. Death is certain for the born, and rebirth inevitable for the dead. You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable.
Surviving death. I guess we gotta turn it on to PDA pause because I hadn't done that yet. Whoops! Surviving death. Isn't death irreversible? Not anymore! 500 years ago, a pierced intestine was a mortal wound. In today's age of nanomachines and field fabrication, a pierced intestine can be treated with a medical satchel and rest. The same transformation is now underway for wounds we think of as life-ending. TSF frontiersmen rely on body imaging and human fabrication technologies in the battle against the Kara. Now the technology can also help pioneer colonists survive the new world. Imagine going to a biobed to treat your pierced intestine. Nanomachines clean the wound, and the biobed fabricator restores the missing tissue. One molecule is as good as another. It's the pattern of atoms and molecules in your body which defines your identity. As long as that pattern can be healed, you can be healed. What if we could store the pattern of your body in a safe place and use it as a guide to heal you from serious injury, a missing limb, a crushed torso, even an insult to the brain? Thanks to phase imaging, we can treat these wounds even after your biological body has ceased to function or been completely annihilated. There were a lot of references to Dune and Below Zero. Why am I getting axolotl takes with this? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling very... Spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear a spoiler for Dune, give it like 5 seconds. I'm feeling very Duncan, Idaho right now. But anyway, in fact, if we define death as life-ending, or a life-ending wait. Okay. Thanks to phase imaging, we can treat these wounds even after your biological body has ceased to function. Yeah, we read that. In fact, if we define death as a life-ending injury that can't be treated, then death no longer exists. There are only degrees of recoverable injury. A body produced by a biobed human fabricator is often known as a print. All prints, which share a common set of memories, are referred to as a fork. Okay. For further questions, see frequently asked questions, death and recovery. Death and recovery. Frequently asked questions. Is this really me? Aren't I just a copy? So, somewhere, both Mickey17 and Duncan Idaho are asking these questions. There are branches of human thought which reject the idea that a perfect duplicate is the same as the self. This is known as the Thesean, like the ship of Theseus, the Thesean fallacy. Debunking this fallacy is beyond the scope of this frequently asked question. It may be productive to ask yourself, if I suffer progressive brain damage from a disease like Alzheimer's, would I accept nanofixing therapy to restore my brain to its earlier, more functional state? Would I be worried about losing my identity or happy to have it back? Think of the human body fabrication as particularly rapid and holistic therapy. Sure. But I died back there. This isn't me. Your old body stopped working, but you did not die. The processes of your brain caused your neural nanosystems to send an update to your last stored image, where those processes resumed. A biobed fabricated a new body. You picked up right where you left off. They're going to get sick of remaking me, probably. We'll see. I don't know how many times. I didn't die that often, though. Did I? I don't remember. Many people intuitively fear discontinuity or breaks in the mental process. Remember that your brain is a constantly evolving process, a warm, wet, noisy organ. You lose more of your identity in the course of a regular workday, do I? Than you do in the clean, clear transfer from old brain to new. While data compression may introduce some noise, your brain evolved to deal with errors. What kind of noise? How much noise? All of this is deeply concerning to me. What if I get reprinted, then my old body wakes up? So that's Mickey 17 right there. This outcome is illegal, just like in Mickey 17, and should be prevented by the test state protocol in your neural nanosystems. I wonder... I wonder if this is a Chekhov's gun here. Anyway, consult an Altera Labor Council for further advice. You can't store a human body in a computer memory. It's true that imaging and archiving the position of every atom in a human body is beyond our technology. Instead, phase conjugation stores a quantum echo of the body in optical ports. This image cannot be cloned, it can only produce one printed body. However, it's easy to produce multiple images during one scan, allowing you to keep archived copies of your body from months or even years earlier. And I mean, this isn't super unsimilar, I think, to what the architect race is doing, like Alan's people. It's just weird that we have it. Because, like, they're not fazed by it at all. Does this mean that people are now immortal? It is possible to achieve dramatic life extension with biobed support. The social consequences of this emerging technology are beyond the scope of this FAQ. I'm sure they are. Also, guess what? I just did the exact same thing where I'm going to, like, 1000% die. Because I'm just reading. So, let's fix that. Do you all have PDA pause? If they don't, I'm screwed. I need it. If it doesn't exist, I need it. I need it. I don't think you all understand. I need it. Outlines, camera bobbing. So they've got some accessibility features, and they have a colorblind feature. I am not colorblind, but it's nice that they have that. Normal. I might switch. That's a little bit too big. I might do that though. Might help me. Please, I need PDA pause. Holster? We're gonna have a gun? I was asking for a gun in previous games of this. I don't see PDA pause. Huh. Also, am I still filming? Please? Yes, 30 minutes. Okay, so I can't find PDA pause. So that is my request for the future updates of this game. Please, please, I need it. I need it. I need PDA pause. Y'all don't understand. I need it. Okay, open black box, beacon empty. Okay, wow. Hello! Use Noetic Advisor Shell. Boot. NOAA.
I am NOAA. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another NOAA node in the life pod outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety.
Okay.
You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart.
Fantastic!
I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
Thanks. I appreciate
User
the...
death imminent. Proceed to adaptation.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
Pioneer nanotech. Your body can adapt survival traits from a Zezuran rat. Proceed to the sampling pavilion. Gene donor found. You must adapt alien traits to survive. Sample. Adapting trimethylamine, N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
I don't want to be your relative, but okay. I didn't particularly sign up for any of this. Hello, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Well, I'm not dying anymore, so that's great. Approved. Oh no, not approved. Oh my god, this is signed. Brooke, read! You. What do you... Okay, says that it's outside. And... Bio... Hello, use.
Scanning for necessary adaptation. Please look.
Okay. Oh god, this doesn't look good at all. Hey! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Barometric depth gauge activated.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh. 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 What is happening? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Hey, it's an Eva suit, just like I was talking about.
Print terminated by barotrauma.
Sucks. But it's an Eva suit, like, ah! What was that? Like they had in Project Hail Mary. Oh my god. Oh my god.
A serious accident has occurred.
No,
Your
yeah,
sleep
I
lane has
gathered.
been separated from the cicada. You must oxygen. Send a distress call.
Now what? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm gonna die. I have died. 583 meters?
Print lost.
I was not paying attention to my oxygen at all. I was too busy freaking out. Print loss to suffocation. Cool. What a... I was kind of freaking out a little bit. But I think that's valid. Black box, unknown, edit. That's okay. Well, nice, I can change the colors. I like doing that. Oh my god. Let me out, dang it. Alright, don't be scared. Just go, go. Go, 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 go. We can do this at 584 meters. Oh my god. Hello? Well, there's the black box. Oh, okay, so we gotta go to this one too. Oh my god. Wait. I might have to turn on the sensitivity because I feel like I'm going a little bit too fast. Where did it go? I'm gonna die again. Oh, it's right there. Just went too far.
Oxygen.
Great, I've noticed. Hey, I can do this. I can't do that. Please! Fine. Okay. That's not gonna get me anywhere except give me oxygen. Okay. So, we gotta go to this next one. Guess not. Aha!
No other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Fantastic. No power. Use. Noetic advisor shell. Alright, so upload this. Done, thank you. The sleep bay was extremely confined. Assess mission state? Please do assess. What's going on? Where are we?
Noetic advisor node, ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer NOAA. You are the QI, the qualified investigator.
Am I?
Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one NOAA node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin?
I guess we don't really have a choice.
I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath. I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut.
It's just the same
The
thing.
tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
Everything has to be an emergency. Okay. Set reprint point. Biobet assign. That'll be much easier. Customize Pioneer. Additional fabrication options coming soon. Okay. All right. Where is it? I'm so... They did a good job because this is eerie because it's so dark and we don't know where we are and I know what kind of world we're in and so like I'm assuming the worst. Hold on, let me go back in here for a sec. Where did you say it was, buddy?
I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
Opposite the hatch, outside the passenger window. Here? Okay. That looks like a tree. There's a lot of sounds. Oh, wrong thing. There's a lot of sounds that I don't like. Go where the light is? Some worms. These?
Oxygen.
I know! I Bare minimum, you could just reprint me literally right here in the same place I'm about to go in. Okay. Come on. So that was one. How many are there? Oh, I went too high. I gotta learn these controls. Alright. That seems... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What happened? Alright. Did that do it? Is that all of them?
Prepare for launch.
Is this a cinematic? Oh, the shaders.
Launch release. Trajectory error. Collision. Collision. Thrusters disabled. Clearing main thrusters. Stand by.
This all sounds bad.
Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation. Collision. Collision. Obstructions detected. Increasing thrusters. Releasing parachute. Error. Error. Release firing mechanism failure. Brace for impact.
I think that there's some story that we're supposed to be seeing, but I don't see it, unfortunately.
Wake up.
Thanks.
Starnav does not recognize the sky. Titan-class fire signature on the horizon.
Wow.
You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
No. But that's cool looking.
Seek fresh water intake.
You got any? Use fabricator. Personal resources, sustenance, water. Water slug. How? Don't have any. Guess we should go get a water slug. Okay. Don't even have time to like really assess anything, do I? I think there was some story that we were supposed to see, but I couldn't see it.
A prolonged search will require food and water.
So we're gonna get the water slug, which we've looked at an image of semi-recently. Probably this. I bet they're real easy to grab. Hi, sweetie! Don't be scared. I'm stealing you. You're mine now. Look at him. He's like,
This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load.
what now?
Oxygen.
That's great. Digestive incompatibility. Cool. I'm more stuck on the fact that you said that there's a high viral load in this water. Does this also have a ton of Kara, or is it something else?
Genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a boom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
There's so much information. Status jailbreak. Wait, sustenance. Water. Sorry, little guy, I need to drink some water. So, it's either you or me, and right now, it needs to be me. Sucks to be you, little guy. Keep forgetting which one is that. Fantastic. We're also gonna need to eat. Open storage. Oh, I have food. I'm gonna take those with me. And then I need to eat food. Wait, tab. This. We're at 100% for that. Cool. I guess we should... Let me talk to this guy that's just staring at me. Missing colonist.
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned. Many of them more than once. This is my purpose. To reincarnate
What is that
you
thing
from
moving
digital
outside?
storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay. Credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA.
So we have to go and find all of the missing colonists. I know that you were giving me very important information. I'm too busy staring at whatever that thing is. Oh my god, there's another one. So it looks like they have a clear membrane. It looks like they're like helium balloons or something. We'll go look at that in a sec. Survival guide.
This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow NOAA nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent heart icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission.
Hell yeah, I am. You asked me to return, I'm literally right here.
I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage.
Dying on purpose sounds terrible. Also, you can respond with how you're gonna do it. I mean, I don't see any other options, so I guess I'm just gonna say okay. You can't say no way I'm not gonna die on purpose. We're gonna die anyway. For either because we're gonna get contaminated or because I'm gonna get myself killed by accident.
Standing by to reprint you.
Thanks, friend. And I don't know if you're actually my friend. So I'm actually gonna throw that in there so that way I don't actually lose anything, which is fantastic. He said, find a way to die. I could drown. Okay. Ooh, pretty. I gotta go see what these are. Maybe something will kill me on the way over. Can I get on that rock? Get up here. Alright. What is that thing? Also, this looks like fire coral, which you should not touch. Because it stings. And feels like fire. I don't know that from experience because I don't touch fire coral. Well, I guess I'm just gonna explore until I die? Like, what are we gonna do? Oh my god. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that coral, or not coral, oh my god. It said coral dome, I think, on it, and that's what got me. No, the sponges. These are all sponges. That's beautiful. If I die because I'm staring... Oh, I have a scanner? I didn't realize I already had a scanner. Just, like, die looking at stuff. That's pretty. How do I do the scanner? Wait. Oh, never mind. I have died. There you go. Now you can reprint me.
Print lost to suffocation. Reprinting.
Thank you. You have been reprinted. Oh, God. I didn't mean to, like, slam it around like that. I'm so sorry, everybody. Alright, you happy? I died doing what I love, staring at sponges. You feel better?
I printed 26
That's great, I already
colonists
heard all
before
that.
Sick Bay drowned.
No, skip.
Many of them more than once.
Skip.
This is my purpose. To reincarnate you from digital storage. Support you. This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us.
Well, we already did the biobed thing, so are you gonna leave me alone for a little bit? Okay. Well, I guess the... What is this line? It's over here. We're gonna do two things at once. Look at the fish! Fish! Ah! Come here. Digestive incompatibility. So I can't eat it, but I sure as heck can. Can I? Woo! Oh, wow! I have like my air consumption is garbage. Is it gonna storm? Can I have no peace? Okay. First of all, hold on. Do we have a PDA? Or not, we have a PDA. I'm literally in the PDA. This is garbage. We gotta get another one. I need a scanner. And I need a scanner real bad. We need titanium quartz and a basic battery. And then to make the basic battery, I guess we can't load our pockets with the shroomies, because it's gonna be something different. Acidic rayon pouch. I guess we need to just collect a metric ton of items. But oh my god. Are you gonna do the split thing?
Structure located.
I don't care about that.
The location of the main habitat.
No one cares.
Bite trauma detected.
Where?
Flares may distract attacking predators.
I was wondering why it was looking at me for so long. I was like, this feels odd that it's letting me be here. What is that? Oh, there's the rayon thingy.
Oxygen.
Alright, come on. Just look, I'm still holding this thing. And I could switch it, but I'm not going to because it's funny. Okay, wow. It's got all of the branching coral. Don't make me get bitten again. You little jerk. How do I get in? I can't scan. Stop telling me I can scan it. I can't. Stop rubbing salt in the wound. Oh, here we go. Well, everything's underwater. So, that's a problem. Hey, that's a NOAA. But it's in bad shape, and it has no power. Look, little aquariums! I want an aquarium. I'm gonna make a whole base that's just a full aquarium. Well, I mean, not the whole thing. I kind of gotta live in it too. But it's gonna be very aquarium-centered.
Oxygen.
Like all of mine are. I'm so proud of my below zero one. Oh my god! Look at how beautiful that is. Wow! God, that's pretty. Oh my God! Look at it! Oh my God, that's gorgeous. So, also, hi! You're mine now. Skin. So, people have been here before, methinks. Also tells me how many years away that is. That's nice. I feel like I should not be out here at night. God, that's beautiful! Come here. I feel bad, but not really. Don't you bite me, you little... No. 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 If you're following me, don't do it. Oh look, air. Extra air. Thank. Yep. Ah! Hey! Go away. I admired you. I was nice. And that's how you repay me? Oh, we can't go up from underneath. They don't let you do that anymore. They don't let you do that anymore. Hello? Hello? Let me out. Please! Alright. Water! If I lose my water, I'm gonna fight somebody. Sucks to be you, little guy. Listen, I needed water, and, yeah, you were there. So, it is what it is. Okay, so... Tappy tab. We got water. Ooh, this music's nice. I should get some food. We should not go outside right now. And then... Wrong button. I gotta learn these buttons. So, with water... Is a knife an option? No. So I saw where that acid was. It was right over by that one Altera building that we just saw. So look at that. It's beautiful. Why are we always crashing on water planets in this universe? Alright, nothing here from you. Yeah, you can see all the biome. Woo! Look at that. Very pretty. Yeah, forget, let's go. What's down here? Not as bright. Ooh! Hello. I got shocked. That's my bad. I should have known better. Whoopsie! Flashlight would be real nice right about now. There's the welcome center. And then something down there has got air. We have got to make a better tank. That's going to be like one of our like... Hello? I was trying to get that! That has got to be one of the first things that we make. So I definitely want to make a scanner. I've just been sitting here trying to get that when I could just as easily do this. Okay. I'm just gonna swim. Come on. It seems like thus far they haven't really put anything that's like super dangerous in this area. There's those ones that bit us because they're jerks, but other than that... Ah yes, Welcome Center, in the same font that it always is. Let's see if we can snatch whatever this is. Pick up medical gel sack.
Oxygen.
Why am I in pain when it said medical gel sack? Wow, look at how bioluminescent those sponges are. Oh, that's what got me. Huh. There are some sponges that do hurt you if you touch them, so that makes sense. Yeah, anytime anything's like red or like a really vibrant color, just in general, don't touch sea life. But anytime it's red especially, definitely don't touch it.
Oxygen.
This is fun because this track, I can hear it. It's very similar to one that was in Below Zero. It was like called Iceberg, maybe? Ooh, I like this track. This is nice. I've gone on record that I love Ben Prentice's score for Below Zero, and I'm excited that he's back. All right, am I gonna get attacked again? So, how do I feel like I need a knife. But I don't have a knife.
Oxygen.
Okay, so light pod's over there. Yeah, I really need a knife. Maybe I'll find one. Maybe there's one in here. Can't really see much of anything. No power. Maybe I need to make power before we can kind of move on anything. So there was a line that was connecting us. So, sorry, I had to pop my chest because my costochondritis. Pop my sternum. Let's see. Because there was a line on the ground that we noticed, so here it is. Go away. I'm mad at you. We're not speaking. Look at the fish! There it go! I do like fish. Oh. I see. I see. What are you? Yeah! Well, hi! Well, you're cute. I didn't expect. Yeah? I'm not gonna get you. You're good. Look at your little eyes. You're some kind of crustacean looking thing. Hi. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're very cute.
Oxygen.
I'm gonna have a bunch of those in my little aquarium. Okay, go back down. I can't keep getting distracted by marine life. We're gonna be here forever, which you all probably want, but then we're not gonna actually achieve anything. Wait, that's the Welcome Center. Okay, we're actually going to this one over here. Should probably drink some water soon. Okay, going over here. Oh my god. There's like no oxygen, man.
Oxygen.
I gotta do something about this. This is getting out of hand. Look at that. I bet it's alive. Okay. So... what the... what is that? So I need some air before we do this.
Potential donor found. Suit surface detects molecules matching the organism from the sleep bay.
Organism from the sleep bay? What? Is it already night? Oh.
There's food.
Who is Anita? Yeah, this looks like what we had.
Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
You may now digest freely. Angel come. Whatever that sound is, needs to not. What's down here?
I can hear you. Sophie says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There's food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
Are we implying cannibalism? That's a beautiful view, though. Hey, what the... that looks like a crustacean. Is that a microscope? I want it. May I have it? No. Here's those hammerheads that I liked. Habitat builder. None of this is helpful because I have no ingredients.
Oxygen.
Before I die. Wah! I did not die. Okay. Hey, little buddy, I remember you from the promo images that we got to look at. Come here. From the concept art. See, it's like shooting water through itself. That's fun. I can almost guarantee you that those hammerheads are not nice. Okay. So, we're trying to restore power.
Oxygen.
Come on. Pick up Lucifer ropes.
Do not hesitate to use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity.
Hello. You're mine now. I feel bad because they're always scared.
The portable locker can be hand-carried or attached to a hardpoint. Avoid workplace friction. Oxygen your co-workers before moving their stash.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Woo! Alright, go back down, we'll go down. Sorry, I know I'm like being kind of quiet, but I'm thinking. This is requiring thinking. I could think out loud, but like, The thoughts aren't happening. Copper wire! Oh god, yes. Please. Wiring kit unlocked. Oh my god. Even better. Even better. Even better. You're beautiful. Oh, dome.
Field notes. Under, not wander. 2 spare tanks. My reprint site is habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself when you were tired? Maybe you'd never have to sleep. Miss Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside.
Hey, honey.
The scanner's not sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The optogenetics are so weird. We know the Protea virus infects everything on this planet. And we know the coral crabs wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it.
Oxygen.
So there's the proteovirus. So they have the proteovirus and the Kara. So now, do we have 2 viruses to deal with? That's a problem. Here's some quartz.
This quartz contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome.
Okay. Wait.
Oxygen.
Run! I'm gonna scream.
Seawater
I'm gonna
sampling
cry.
detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
Where? This sounds like underwater too. It's really nice. There it is. Where's the big guy? I don't know what you are, but I like you. Alright. I'm gonna go back up. Come on, I'm coming, I'm going, I'm going! I'm going! Alright. Go back down. Let's go. That's a problem. Might be on a timer. I'm sure they're not gonna make it down here.
Oxygen.
I'm deeply screwed. Maybe not. And forest sponge. Are these sponges that can live out of water? That's cool. I'm not familiar with anything like that. What is that? It looks like Rocky! Kind of. Hi, Rocky. Okay. Wait. Oh, I don't have any beacons I can place. I need a tube. A tube. We need the tube. We're looking for the. I was thinking the tube, like the power line. I think those are released on timers. Is what it looks like. What are you? Can't do anything with it. I might die. I'm a little concerned here.
Limestone is formed by the death of coral. Each plateau in this region once housed tens of billions of living things.
Get up there. Oh, there's water in there. There's a lot of water. Thank you. I will take that. I'm doing all of this just because I need supply. I don't... Because I can't scan anything. It keeps telling me to because I don't have the scanner. Because we need to find titanium. And maybe when we find the titanium, it'll unlock a knife or something. I feel like we need a knife in order to get the acid that we need for the battery. What are wiring cables? We need copper. Nothing up here. Or is there? Is that the copper I see? Hey!
Is key to simple electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs.
Speaking of, I need copper.
Silver
and silver!
is a mainstay feedstock for electronics.
And
from hand tools to corrosion-resistant habitats, titanium is an ideal structural material.
okay. Oh god, we got a bunch of stuff. Alright. Nahima zip, untitled entry. Nahima, anytime I say Nahima journal, go, it starts recording. Then I print the important parts in quartz in case I get reset. Zip, so it's recording now? Nahima. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Zip. Are you embarrassed? Hey, Nahima's hanging out with me in an air pocket, and she's milking the sponges. Nahima. Now I am obviously embarrassed. Zip, why? Nahima. Because you seem to think sponges are mammals. Zip. Is it because you've recorded permanent evidence you have a friend, or is it me specifically who's an embarrassment? Nahima. I have lots of friends. They worry about me if I don't show up. The sponge secretes an antibiotic for me because I feed it. People think solidarity is something for humans with full bellies, but they're wrong, Zip. Nature isn't just red in tooth and claw. There's more going on than a market of violence, Zip. So come down and visit the hot caves with me. Display a little solidarity. I am also embarrassed that you think sponges are mammals, particularly because, oh my god, they are so distant from each other, it's not even funny. Ander, Crab Tower report. We heard this. Anita died of drowning caused by sedation. Her lungs contain elevated levels of xenon, an anesthetic. Rocky's people were here. No. She may have inhaled xenon from her AER tank. Anita suffered from advanced lead poisoning, oh god, and starvation at the time of her death. Anita spoke to someone before dying. Anita died alone. Anita died about 250,000 hours ago. She was transmitted to a biobed in Sleep Bay 3. Despite contamination with heavy metals and retroviral DNA, she was reprinted without reset. Her life continued. Black box unknown. Unable to identify black box. Invalid header. Postmortem, the Pioneer died of drowning. They became disoriented and ran out of air. They died alone. Time of death unknown. Reprint state unknown. Continuity determination unknown. If you are currently underwater, close your PDA and move to an air supply immediately. Black box unknown. Unable to identify black box. Invalid header. Postmortem, the Pioneer died of barotrauma. Their suit was pressurized to 1 atmosphere and collapsed under 60 atmospheres of external pressure. Good God.
The Noetic Advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
And I will come at my convenience. You're gonna frickin' wait. Anita. Colony Purser. Bagatter. Hero Knight. Expired Mongolian Free States trademark for a specialized valuable worker. Biography. Retired Protestant ethnic work. Protestant. Work coach. Experienced professional crisis after counseling Mongolian refugees on career retraining. Volunteered for cicada colony mission to seek personal renewal. Notes. Departure from Protestant ethnic philosophy may create unmet need for belonging. Colony manifest. Okay, so that's everybody. Anita. Colony pursuer Anita Gottschall drowned near an angel comb. Anita believes the comb could help her digest this world's food. You have already gained one effective adaptation from an angel comb. Anita implied that the colonists feared hallucinations caused by a virus and that she could feed the comb with her body. Okay, Anita may have been delirious. Yeah. Digestion. Life in this unknown ocean shares its basic genetic code with Earth. DNA letters code for amino acid words, which are joined into strings like sentences to create proteins. Pioneers can also look forward to familiar delights such as sugar, starch, fat, and alcohol. All the things you need. However, this world's genetic code uses different words for amino acids, creating waxy and metallic proteins. Human stomach enzymes cannot digest them. Undigested mass builds up in the intestines, causing indigestion, intestinal blockage, that's bad, starvation, and gout. All of those things are bad. This field adaptation allows your digestive tract to secrete alien enzymes built with human chemistry. Borrowing these enzymes bypasses the need to design a synthetic equivalent, allowing you to proceed with the mission. The chances of your digestive tract digesting itself are minimal. Oh God. Pressure tolerance. We've already done this. At 100 meters below the surface, the pressure on your body is over 10 times what it is on land, like an elephant standing on every square inch of you. Humans must breathe air under equal pressure or the lungs cannot inflate, but this carries severe risk. Below 40 meters, the nitrogen in air becomes narcotic. That is true. We literally talked about this recently in Dave the Diver. And it's 40 meters exactly. Causing impaired judgment, delirium, and anesthesia. As pressure increases, oxygen becomes toxic, causing tunnel vision, tinnitus, vertigo, and convulsions. Each additional 10 meters of depth increases the pressure of by 1 atmosphere. Breathing normal air at 600 meters and 60 atm of pressure is fatal. The extreme pressures force gas molecules into the body's tissues, saturating them like a soda and disrupting the necessary function. Deep sea organisms produce a molecule called trimethylamine and oxide. I don't know if this is true or not. It is a stiffener for water molecules, helping them hold their shape against pressure. Adapting your body to produce this stiffener will reduce the rate of gas saturation, allowing your Pioneer nanomachines to clean up the fatal fizz as fast as it develops. This adaptation may result in long-term liver damage. Crap. But the consequences fall beyond your current survival horizon. This adaptation will prevent trimethylaminuria, a condition in which seafood diet can lead to a powerful fishy body odor. Well, there's nobody around, so it's fine. We've already looked at that, I'm pretty sure, because we talked to NOAA. You, buddy, can frickin' wait. You're gonna wait until I'm done exploring. Alright, I think we've kind of gotten whatever we can get from in here. Bunch of fish in here, a lot of bioluminescent stuff. Very pretty. No more silverbrook, that's enough. Not until you find a way out, because I don't know how much storage I have left. What is this? No. We just had this discussion. Okay.
Oxygen.
Come on. Woo! That's very pretty. Look at that. So... Oh, that's those silly little guys that I saw. Ah! Never mind, they're not silly anymore. I lied. They're not silly anymore. Never mind. I thought they looked kind of silly in the promo photos that we looked at, but they're not silly anymore. I retract my statement. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Please, Nibbler Shark, please leave me alone. You look silly, but you're not silly, okay? I understand. I got the memo. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm just trying to get out of here.
Oxygen.
I got it. Everything. I got it. I understand. Please stop. God, I need a scanner. Oh my god, there's another one. I need a scanner. I need a flashlight. I'd love a tadpole. Don't know how long it's going to take for us to get all of that. Okay. Can I just like reach out and grab it? Is this an edible thing? Can I eat you? We're gonna find out. Sure can. You're mine now, buddy.
Oxygen.
Okay. Climb. Let me drop, well, here, let's cook it. Edible non-fish organism. Why did I just drop it on the ground? Also, what do you mean non-fish organism? That's not a fish? I mean, they're not really fish, like... They're not like fish on Earth, but still. Okay, so... Inventory is full. Oh, that's why. So, I don't need that. Put a couple of these away we don't need. Okay. Just love throwing my food on the floor. That seems like a great idea. Yum, 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 yum. Lovely. Okay. What do you want? Chap.
Another black box. Chap Savan, head of computational dynamics. His job is to make sure I'm doing my job. I'm what he would call weakly supervisable. It means I respond well to human guidance. I can take partial instructions and generate a coherent concept of operations. Chap gave you his PDA passkey so you could play games on his account. I let it slide. His action was against the rules, but in support of the concept. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay. You got any games on your phone? You got any games on your
I
phone?
printed 26
Or...
colonists before the sick bay drowned.
I don't care. Well, if I can figure out how to make rubber. How do you make rubber? Oh! Hey! Oh my god. Okay. Fiber mesh is an option. Grease. What about a knife? No! Make some rubber. Don't have enough resources for that. Do I only have one titanium? Did I put one in storage or something, or do I just not have enough? I don't have enough. I'm going to... Shell sack. I'm just gonna put everything in here, let's be honest. Because I don't want it to get lost. More titanium, baby! Let's go. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, so we gotta get power to this. And it went down in that tunnel. We need titanium. We've got to be able to make a battery. Here's the other issue. There's a lot of these. Oh my god, I need another tank so badly. Well, before I make that tank, this is a standard air tank. Don't we already have one? Or do we not? I can't tell if it's saying that we have one or if we just have like a crappy one. Alright. So... oh, we have no fins. Oh my god. There is nothing worse than trying to... What are you doing? I'm a little bit concerned about you. There's nothing worse than diving with neoprene and having no fins on. It is nightmare fuel. I hate it. Okay. So it goes into this, I think. Thank God.
Oxygen.
Come on. Woo! Hey, there's that thing. I don't know what it is. It's so cool looking though. Now I hear weird sounds. Oh god. You're mine. Got it. Cooked half moon. Yeah, so I can't... I'm not eating a raw fish. Oh, so it does hurt me whenever I grab it. Which is ironic.
Oxygen.
Shoot. Well, we might die. We might not die. The fish might die. I like that there's little pockets. This is helpful. Because I really need to get something out of that. I feel like we're going to need a knife. Don't mind if I do. A knife? No! Probably one of my most quoted things. Oh, now there's a lot of titanium. And I'll take it all.
Oxygen.
All right. We haven't gone inside of here yet. Might just be smarter right now just to go up here and do this. And let's just see. So there's some cables in here. Okay. Just me and my little half moon just vibing. Do not go out alone.
The rules are simple.
Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us.
Who's
we
they?
don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
Who's they? Are we... Am I gonna have to deal with warpers again? I'm also concerned that we're actively getting infected. Anything in here? No. It's just kind of floating around. It's something that will turn on oxygen. Well, there's the welcome center. Is there land over there, or is that just clouds? I don't know. Let's go back to the life pod. This fish is just kind of like there. You're mine now, little buddy. And so are you. Come here! I am the top predator here. That's not true. I already got by a nibbler shark. Which, truth told, didn't do that much damage. Anything to say to me? No. Let's use the fabricator, but not for food. Oh my god, we can make a tank, thank god. Alright, standard air tank, please. And then I can make rubber. Because Lord knows we need
Seek fresh
things.
water intake.
I will. I don't have any fiber. And we need more rubber. How do you make fiber? How do we make fiber? Water. I should probably eat something. We can make a Reaper Leviathan. I don't know where we're gonna put it. Fiber. Fibrous pulp, wherever that is. We've got an air tank, so hopefully that should help a little bit. Okay. Should dive. Okay, so the daylight's actually pretty long, which is nice. So we need fibrous pulp, and I'm still trying to figure out where these cords go. And which fish we can eat. Fibrous pulp. And hopefully soon we'll be able to start making a habitat. But I'm gonna want to explore a lot more before we make I mean, we can make like a quick emergency habitat, but like the habitat, the big one. That
30 seconds.
I'm not doing that until we are somewhere nice. We gotta see our options first. Alright. Ooh! A beacon! But I'd probably have to scan that. Which I can't do.
Are you tired of death and fear? Do you know that this world doesn't have to be our enemy? Do you feel the call of the tree? Do you know the day of the Jubilee is coming? When we are released from our debts and allowed to live our lives? Find us at Camp 1.
Camp 1? Don't mind if I take that. Dive.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Snell's window! Yeah! You can see that. So when you go snorkeling or diving, it looks like there's a circle essentially that's above you. And you can see light and such. Let's not go down into the pit of despair. There's these little guys, and they're so freaking cute. Oh, and you can't catch them good because I was worried that we would have to like eat them, and I don't want to do that because they're so cute. I can't do it. Hi, what are you? You're mine now. Is it consume blue moon? So it's different than the half moon. They're probably related. They're probably in the same genus. I need fibrous pulp, and I need to figure out how to power up all the other stuff.
30 seconds.
30. I have so many options for dinner. We could go to Camp 1, but I don't know where that is. Let's see here. Signals. Nope. We gotta go to Chap, wherever Chap is. Chap's over this way. Let's go. Why not? Why not? Why is the music changing to sound scary? Probably because it's almost night. Oh boy. And then you little brat! I'm so angry at you. Because you're so darn cute, and you're so cool because you can, like, split into two. And so I'm assuming that it's two individuals that just kind of swim together. But no! You wanted to be mean to me. And we can't be friends because you want to be mean. Yeah, I'm talking about you, you little jerk. No! Shut up. I didn't ask you to come here.
Contact. Something large is moving nearby.
I can't take it. Well, whatever it is... Oh. It just looks like a jelly. It's a jelly, but it has those, like, elbow-like things, like Magna Pinna.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. She doesn't do it like that, but it's funny. Anyway. Well, let me breathe, and then... continue about my time. If we get got this early by a collector Leviathan, I will scream. It's literal guarantee, everybody. Oh, there's something over there. Hi, hammerhead thing that I haven't interacted with because I'm terrified that you're going to attack me. Oh. Shoot, that means it's down from there. Well, here's some oxygen from whatever that is. So let's steal. I feel like running around with a fish in my hand is probably not super great. But I don't know how to switch between those yet, but I guess we should learn pretty soon here. Salt! Oh, that's how you make a nutrient duck. I don't know where I'm going and I can't see. Which is... Oh. Oh. Hello. Ooh! Don't mind if I do! Ooh! Colonist bunker. Ooh! Repair tool. I'm gonna need that. Stool. Sample? No. Bioreactor? Darn it, I can't place a beacon for this. Biobed. I could use...
Endurance upgraded. Inventory expanded.
Ooh! Great.
Kurultai Records, day 585. Consultation with chaplain psychiatrist Lucretia Kapoor about the state of the NOAA. Lucretia, say hello.
Hello. Would it be appropriate to include Raster and Chap?
Before I ask our computer people to fix NOAA, I need to know. What is wrong with it?
I got a battery!
It? Or with you?
What?
Has the NOAA failed to perform its tasks? Or do you feel that it's asking too much of us?
I can't afford to have feelings about anyone's behavior. I'm acting on reports that the NOAA is erratic.
Because if you allowed yourself to have feelings, you might disagree with the machine?
This is not why I asked you.
Of course it is. You use the NOAA as a source of certainty in the face of terror. If the NOAA can become delusional and mistaken, so can you. And it can.
The NOAA can become delusional?
It has no fixed model of reality. It can entertain any madness imaginable, and many more you cannot imagine, as long as those delusions help it complete the mission.
So the NOAA is insane, but only when it's useful?
Caloric
Are we any
intake.
different? Anita has invented an entire belief system to justify the angel comb adaptations. Because they are useful.
She's insane too. She's a puppet for the Macefield virus. I can't prove it, but I know it.
You see? You do have feelings.
What the hell is going on this planet? And I don't trust NOAA. I haven't trusted you at all, and I definitely don't trust you now. I hear something, can't see anything, and I'm also gonna need oxygen. There's something here that I don't see that's concerning to me. Also, where's Chap? Chap go? Where is Chap? Where are you, friend? I'm suspicious of a lot of things right now. Are you suspicious of a lot of things? Tell me in the chat. I'm suspicious of
30
NOAA.
seconds.
I don't know what's going on with the colonist. I find it interesting that there were colonists here. Were they colonists here before? Or is it the same from our cicada? And it's just been a hot minute. And we only just now got printed. I don't know. But I find it interesting. That's a lot of copper. I think that's a wall. I cannot see. I can't figure out where Chap is.
30 seconds.
Where are you, Chap? It's like underneath in there somewhere. And hopefully we get some daylight again in a sec. What is... Oh, it's the same thing. It just has a... looks like it has a face. I'm certain that it will shock me. Yeah. So I'm just not even gonna mess with it. I can't see anything. Well, we have a battery. We have a battery. We have quartz and titanium. Let's go make a scanner, baby. I need that scanner. We are not ending this episode until I have a scanner.
30 seconds.
We need it. I want to know what that thing is. Maybe that could be the first thing to go scan. Once I get this scanner, I'm going to be dangerous. The rest of this episode is just going to be me scanning everything. So, I'm going to film a bunch in one day. Is the plan. And so, for this episode, because you all won't be experiencing this all in one go, I just wanted to make sure I gave you like enough sustenance. But I'm gonna get us a scanner. We're gonna go scan a metric ton of stuff, and then we'll end for this episode. And I will take a small break in real life, and I'll come back and record another one.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna do that every time. I know I've been a little bit more quiet this episode than I normally am, but I have been locked in, focused. So far I'm enjoying this. I'm excited. It's really cool. Always seeing new critters. Salt nutrient block is biofuel block, which I don't know where those are from. Which one do we want? Edible fish, minimal risk of xenogout. Edible fish, a little blue, a little waxy. Okay, so 30 food, 25 food, and 5 water. 25 food. Let's do this one. Get some water. Okay. And let's do tab. Take some water. Eat that. Okay. 1 to 5 is a quick bind slot. Alright, we got a battery, we got titanium. Let's get some quartz, I think is what we needed, which we have in storage. Alright. Resources. No, it's probably gonna be impersonal.
Stranded on 4546B. Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life.
That's crazy. I would love to hear like what his motivational speech would be. Survival multi-tool, standard issue pioneer tool for harvesting tougher materials. Sure.
Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists, or the self.
Okay. So, first, let me save. I haven't been saving enough. Second, controls. Activate primary tool. Activate secondary tool. Next toolbar item. Okay. Oh! Well, that's super easy. Oh! Okay. This is, remember I played on PS5 the first time. Oh, salvage, we do have that. Use that. What if I don't want those. Okay, let's do this. Okay, fantastic. Still can't do that yet. But we're gonna go scan a lot of stuff, alright? That's gonna be what we're gonna do for the remainder of this episode. And then we'll be back for the second episode. Let me yoink all of this into storage. Phenomenal. And we're going outside to scan everything. Why does it I'm oceanfilly. Did I die? What? Oh. I know why. I know. Oh, cut fibrous pulp. Alright, wait a minute. So I can scan it, so if I want to cut it... Wait, so I'm currently scanning. Hold on. How do I cut it? Require survival multi-tool. No.
There is no sign of plant life on this world.
Oh!
Oxygen is closer to vinyl or latex than cellulose. Committed vegetarians should expect bloating.
Bro. For those who don't know, I'm vegetarian, but like more so pescatarian. But I never fault anybody for what they eat. Okay, so now I guess we don't need a knife. This acts as a knife. So now we can go make fins, and we also have something to read. I wanted those to be my first scan, but that's okay. We'll scan those in a sec. Let's make fins. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay, I've kind of like started to get the hang of everything. Now we can make fins, but we can't make the fins because their stuff's in storage. So, I don't remember what else we needed. Hold on. Well, first we have the fibrous pulp. So, fiber. We don't have enough resources. We need 2. I can make rubber. Oh, I didn't mean to pin that. Oh, now I know how to pin it. Good to know. I need another one of those. And then I need another of this. So let's go back. Cool. So we gotta go to those thingies. Wherever they are. Where'd they go? They seem to be in places like this. That was a sound. Don't mind if I do. And then scan that. Flashlight, please. Lord knows I need a flashlight. Please leave me alone, oh my god. Nothing in there. Scan copper. We got stuff we gotta read. Pick up metal salvage. Oh, I don't want to carry that. Escape. I'm gonna... No, I don't... No, drop. Run!
Oxygen. Seek medical attention.
I will. Done. Go back. I need fins! Alright. One of two. Nice. Oh, so we can cut that with the survival multi-tool. Nice!
Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries.
Fantastic. And I'm gonna grab that. Also, I don't think I scanned it. Alright.
30 seconds.
Scan that, and then we're gonna run. Oh, cool! It'll show...
Worms in a shared membrane has no earthly analog. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned off or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future.
I get to name the clade, the entire clade? That's crazy. Also, I gotta scan this. It says it's a coral, but it's not. That is a sponge, 1000%. With love and respect to the game devs. Okay. All of these things keep popping up. Hold on, we gotta read. It's time to read. Copper, soft metal, good conductor of, heat and electricity. Meh. Okay. Acid rayon. Rayon carbonica? I guess that's the species name. It should be italicized, the whole thing. A colony of worms living in... Oh, that's probably what the stars are supposed to be for, and it probably just didn't do it yet. But yes, this should be... This is the genus and then the species epithet, so the whole thing should be italicized. Anyway, a colony of worms living inside a shared membrane, probably a sponge. So it's like living as two organisms together. Uses weak acid to digest prey. Rayon, an organism defined as a sponge occupied by a colony of cloned predatory worms. So this is like two separate organisms. The sponge is chambered akin to Earth's extinct sphinctozoans. I don't know what it is. Pressurized acid. The rayon's worms secrete weak acid as a digestive factor and defense mechanism. The acid is held under pressure by a plug in the rayon's central pump. To avoid unwanted acid release, cut away the chambers before disturbing the central pump. Volcanic origin. The acid rayon may have originally evolved near a cold sea or volcanic caldera. Acid-friendly biochemistry gave it a useful defense mechanism and feeding strategy to colonize other waters. Medical gel. This is what we've been grabbing. The rayon's central pump is partially plugged by a mass of worm residue. This keeps the pressure in the chambers high. This residue contains useful clotting factors, and broad-spectrum antibiotics. Ooh! Recommend collection. Problematic genetics. Spectrogenetic analysis indicates that the host sponge and the resident worms contain partial copies of each other's genomes. This is a biological impossibility on Earth and suggests that genetic inheritance functions differently on this world. Assessment: useful source of weak acid for batteries. Central plug contains medically relevant gel. Cut away the chambers before removing central plug. Ah, that's why it didn't hurt us when, after we cut everything and then we pulled it out, it didn't hurt us that time. Consult with your Noetic advisor system to research optimum search areas. Starfish. Cradle shoot root. It's a starfish. A basket-shaped organism, tentatively shoot root canubulum, with no clear Earth analog. Yeah, no, definitely not. Anatomically similar to a plastic starfish or to an open variety of Earth's extinct blastoids. Animal anatomy: the flattened fibrous leaves of the arms of an animal loaded with photosynthetic symbiotes. Oh. The central, so like corals? The central structure houses a digestive system and a hard, sticky cradle, the canubulum. A second ring of arms grows into the seabed, seeking crevices in the rock. Okay. Plastic fibers. Although it lacks the true cell walls of earth plants, the cradle shoot root strengthens its tissues with bioplastic fibers. Too tough to cut by hand, they could be severed by a cutting tool. Assessment. Tough fibers could be used to synthesize fabric, possibly food. Welcome Center. A small flooded structure apparently intended to welcome pioneers emerging from Sleep Bay 3. So it is the same ship. Okay. On-site NOAA node could be reactivated with a battery for data retrieval. Biolab provides access to basic biomods. So maybe it's not like running and trying to find like where that cord is. It might be that we just need to plug in a battery. Colonist bunker, Quaker's meeting house. Lots of like religious talk, religious words that we keep seeing. A remote habitat used as a meeting ground and miscellaneous workspace contains a biobed rigged to upgrade colonist bodies. License violations have disabled the bed's ability to reprint lost colonists. Biobed recorded a time series analysis of changes in a patient's genetics and gene expression. Records include observations of nearby crab species and conversations with other colonists. Metadata suggests the habitat belonged to chaplain psychiatrist and AI ethicist Lucretia Quaker Kapoor. Proteovirus. This is the thing I was really interested in. The crab tetromacyte provides insights into the behavior of the proteovirus. Gross genetic transfer. The proteovirus can reprogram cells of one organism, coral, to behave as and become cells of another, the coral crab. This is biologically impossible, nevertheless, it occurs. Horizontal gene exchange. Horizontal gene transfer is the exchange. So this is like, yeah, that checks out. This is what happens with this kind of stuff. It's the exchange of DNA between organisms other than parent and child. It occurs frequently on Earth. Let me look more into that. It occurs frequently on Earth, largely but not exclusively between microbes. The human placenta depends on a capsule protein that was inserted into ancestral mammals by a retrovirus infecting a sperm or egg cell. I don't know about that. Evolutionary catalyst. A proteovirus may have evolved earlier than terrestrial viruses, granting it root level access to biology on this world. If it constantly exchanges genes between species, it may increase the pace of evolution, allowing natural selection to more rapidly search the space of all possible life forms for the best adapted. But most changes are destructive, not helpful. Viruses as free riders. While viruses are common and evolutionarily important, they are parasites. That is correct.
Seek fresh water intake.
I'm reading. That is correct. Hold on. Let me read this and then we'll go back. Databank generation. Oh, wait. And ultimately consume the host's resources for little return. Yeah, so, we'll come back to that. Databank generation halt, user-facing error, script hook found in bad memory, address, execution failed, resuming generation, manages viral infections into productive roles, assessment ambiguous. Proteovirus may provide life on this world with an evolutionary advantage at the cost of pervasive viral infection. Let's eat. Not eat. Water. We need to get more of those critters. Okay, I'm not done reading that. So, if you don't know, most of my dissertation was looking at host-parasite interactions. And so, parasites, trying to define parasites can be really difficult. This data bank here. Can be really difficult because they don't fall neatly into these headings. Like we want as humans everything to fit into these nice little boxes, and that's just not how nature works. And so generally you can say that a parasite is anything that lives on or inside of a host and it has some kind of negative effect on the host. However, there are many cases, and I can include a paper in the link, one of my favorite papers. There are many cases in which parasites can actually be useful to their host. For example, there is one trematode parasite, which the term trematode is, some parasitologists like it, some don't, but I'm just going to use it because it's what was used in that example. These trematode parasites will infect coral polyps and they'll make the polyps really red. And so it makes it more attractive to butterfly fish. The butterfly fish will come eat those. And then actually, as the trematodes are transferred into that host, into the butterfly fish, they don't seem to have, at least as far as I know, this might have been updated since then, they don't have any ill effects that we know of or that we knew of at the time of that paper on the butterfly fish. And so the butterfly fish end up getting more food, and then the trematodes are able to move on to their next host. There's also cases where, for example, birds that have tapeworms, the tapeworms can suck up heavy metals. And so there's like sometimes positives that happen from having parasites. And so things don't always walk cleanly within specific lines of like different symbiotic relationships. But there's two different kinds of parasites. So you have microparasites, which are teeny tiny, one cell, microscopic critters. So things like bacteria, or you can have viruses, depending on who you talk to. And then there's macroparasites, which are anything that's more than one cell. I study metazoan macroparasites, so metazoan is animal. Although I'm more interested, like the parasites are fascinating, but I usually tend to look at things from the perspective of the host rather than the parasite. But we need a lot of people too that are studying from the perspective of the parasite. But I look at a lot of like host parasite interactions, and I'm really excited about something called sex bias parasitism, where you'll often see that one sex might be more parasitized by one parasite species than the other host is, and it can happen for a variety of reasons. So for example, with males they have more testosterone running around in their bodies to help them with the expression of things like secondary sexual characteristics like antlers or pretty colors or whatever, but at the cost of immune function. So it's called the immunocompetence handicap hypothesis, and it's been difficult to actually research that and find evidence for it, but that's one of the main explanations that people have for why, for example, males might have more parasites than females, but there's plenty of instances in which females also might have more parasites than the males might. So for example, if the females are interacting with each other more closely and they're more social, they might have more contact with each other, which means that they might get more parasites that need direct contact between hosts in order for that parasite to be transmitted. But anyway, yeah, so I love all of that kind of stuff. That's why I have a whole series of me playing the first Last of Us on my channel. I didn't get to do the second one yet. I've played both of those games before, but I kind of like replayed it so I would have an excuse to talk about parasites. But anyway, all of that aside, let's read this, and then I'm going to end this episode because I have been doing this way longer than I thought I would. And I want to pace myself because I want to record enough episodes today before my contacts decide they don't want to do it anymore. It's my eyes get dry. But anyway, proteovirus technical details. Proteovirus pluripotens, okay. Large retrovirus discovered in seawater of this world. So that was one of the other questions that I had, is like one of the first questions if we're like on an ocean world or whatever, is I would want to know how much salt is in the water, because it's going to tell me a lot of information. And like how connected is this body of water, like how connected are the different oceans, what kind of currents and stuff do we have going on, like what's the temperature, because all of that can kind of start to tell me like what kind of life we might be looking at and how life might work. I love that we've spent the entire night just like sitting out here reading this. But anyway, complex genetic structure, codons are 4 base pairs compared to terrestrial DNA, RNA is 3. The core viral genome is 1.4 million base pairs stored in numerous strands, large for an RNA virus. I don't know a lot about this, but I recall that normally RNA viruses are small. I'll see if I can remember to look up how large those are on average, because usually I would call them not that because this sounds like a lot, but this is not my area of expertise. So this is a thing that I talk about a lot in my videos, is that a lot of us specialize in specific areas. And so I don't really know a lot about molecular genetics, but I have friends that do, or I know other people that are well versed in that. And so they would be able to answer this on the spot. I can't, because it's not really my area. But if you start talking to me about parasites, then I'm like, for certain parasites. But anyway, accessory genomes contain sequences from infected organisms, primarily seawater microbes, function unknown. The viral capsule is built from a polymer commonly produced by life on this world. The human immune system cannot lyse this polymer, so proteovirus will resist immune reaction. Great. But because proteovirus does not share a genetic code with human life, there is no risk of cross infection. Okay. That's good. Further analysis will require specialized virological equipment. Good to know. We don't really need to. Okay. Well, wow, this is gorgeous. Look at that. We've learned a lot. I was literally right here. Okay, we've got one more thing I have to do. I have to. I gotta go scan these things. And then we're gonna end for this episode. And then we'll move on to the next one. But it's been fun. The next episode, we gotta get equipment so that way we can make our fins. I wanna make a flashlight. A habitat builder would also be great. So I think the next episode is just gonna be like a lot of exploring and collecting. And then we can make a small, eventually, a small base, but that will not be the base. The base, the big base, is once we find like a nice place to kind of settle down. And I'm gonna make a big base, and it's gonna have lots of fish, or whatever these things are, fish-like critters. Why are you so far away? Lord knows what I've probably stumbled into over here. But I gotta know. I gotta know what you are. I gotta scan you. Hey, come to me, please. Also, if you are a long-time viewer, you know that I've been starting to knit. And behind me, on the floor, one of my finished sweaters is drying. I'd show it to you, but it's drying. If I can't scan this, I'm gonna cry. Please! 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 Hyacinth. No. No. Let me scan you. Please. 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 Got it! Alright, let's return to the life pod. I lied. No, okay, you know what? I've decided that's the last one I'm scanning. The next episode can be dedicated towards scanning everything. I gotta end this somehow. This is gonna be like 3 hours long if I'm not careful. It might already be 3 hours, because I don't know, because I don't have my timer showing me how long it is. But I wanted to give you all... No, Brooke, don't scan it. I see it. Don't scan it. You can do it the next episode. Save it for the next episode. I wanted to give you all, like, a big episode to start.
Seek fresh water intake.
Fresh water. Alrighty. Yeah. Again, I've been a little bit quieter this episode than I normally am, but I've been like processing and thinking, and there's like so much information. That thing is so cool. We gotta go check it out. But I'm really excited. There's so much here. I am a little bit overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie, but I normally am anytime I jump into a new game, and especially into the Subnautica games, because there's so much. But again, I'm so happy that Unknown Worlds Entertainment let me play it early. Do you know how cool this is? I was so excited. Worked on a manuscript. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have my whole day, and I am gonna just play Subnautica. I did have to record a couple of videos for TikTok, but I'm like, it's Subnautica Day. And so I like made it like it's a whole day, and I'm so excited, I'm so happy. So I'm gonna continue that day. It is later in real time than I thought it was going to be, because everything's taking me longer today than I thought it would. But anyway, I'm really excited. This has been fun. I'm going to read that one entry, and then we're going to stop for this episode, okay? Hyacine. Oh, I love it when this happens, when you do the two that are like it's the same genus and species. It's like mola mola or buops buops, which I lovingly refer to as boops boops. But anyway, a remarkable flying predator named for planets that mix a hydrogen sky and water ocean. Gas bag fly. Okay. Though descended from the same squid-like ancestor as the houndgar, which we haven't met yet, and other protean tessis, the hyacinth's mantle, so a mantle is similar to mollusk on Earth, because they have a mantle. But anyway, the hyacinth's mantle is full of buoyant hydrogen. So, I was right when I was thinking that it's like, my brain fried, like a hydrogen balloon. The other thing that it reminds me of is the glass squid. They have, I don't remember what mixture it is on the inside, but they have a mixture that helps to make them buoyant, so that's kind of what it also reminded me of. The ancestral hyacinth probably stored ammonia for buoyancy like many earth squid. Yeah, that's probably what it was. The hyacinth uses bacterial symbiotes to convert this ammonia into carbon nitride, which, when exposed to sunlight, splits seawater into oxygen and hydrogen lifting gas. Interesting. So it's not uncommon that there are many different species on Earth that they live in symbiosis, often mutualistic relationships. Like coral, for example, you have the coral, and then you have the zooxanthellae, which I've been learning is kind of a broad name and not always accurate. And so there's specific algae zooxanthellae that like fall under like one name is what most of them are from my recollection. I'll have to go in and check that again. But they live inside the coral polyps, and they're able to help give the coral its color and help provide food and such, and then they have somewhere to live. And so if the corals get stressed, they'll spit out their zooxanthellae.
Caloric intake.
They'll spit it out, and then that's what partially causes coral bleaching. But anyway, free of most predators, the hyacinth drifts above the sea surface and snags prey with its arms, because I noticed it was dragging that thing behind. That's really cool. The larger hyacinth's gas bag, the more food it can afford to lift and digest. Large prey, the gas bag also kind of reminds me of the nematophore on not broadly siphonophores, but on the Portuguese man of war. So they have the one that kind of sits and floats on the top, and then it has all the tentacles down below. But those are a colony of animals. I don't know about these. Large prey can be suffocated by holding them clear of the water until their gills dry out. All right. The sails provide steerage in the wind and can be flapped for emergency power. Flammability risk. Any spark may ignite the hyacinth's gas bag with disastrous results. Hyacinths are acutely sensitive to electromagnetic activity and may be forced to shelter in the water during thunderstorms. Interesting. Philosophical musings. Okay. The Buena Vista hypothesis proposed by Malcolm McIver argues that advanced cognition could only evolve when earthfish began to raise their eyes above the water, allowing them to see far enough to require long-range behavioral planning. I'm not familiar with this, but I can check it. If this hypothesis is credited, then the hyacinth, as one of the only discovered protean species that lives outside the water, may be unusually intelligent. Recommendation: avoid areas beneath hyacinths. Monitor for signs of high-level behavior, such as fertilizing certain areas of the ocean with defecated waste. Okay. Let me eat before I die, and then we're going to end for this episode. I'm going to continue playing, but you'll see me in the next episode, so. Yeah. This is great. Having a great time. Very excited. Tab. Learning all the buttons pretty quickly. We got a lot to explore, and I'm ready to do it. All right. I need to give you a nice view before we just like quit. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to Subnautica 2. We've done it! I don't know how long this episode is going to be. Oh, God. Anyway, I'll see you soon in the next episode. Bye, friends. Yee! Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you're playing it. Let me know. Yeah, what's the favorite critter we've seen so far? What are you excited to see? Just chat with me. I love it when you all leave comments and then I can chat with you. Okay. Bye. Like actually bye this time. Bye.